Uh, uh. I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some in the back of the locked on wrist, see my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I chew, like a sneeze. Please for them getting cream, never let them get in between of what we started. Look, but I'm lying hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist, no crawling. Went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages are foreign. Anything for $1, they tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did it with Mariah. Lil', I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hater.
With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. So Dallas will get the first possession. Back to Irving. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, B.A., that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it. On that pick and roll, you have to always play Lillard to shoot, but he's smart enough to see those gaps, dumps it off to the man in the best position to score there.
Now here's Irving. Clock at 6. Pass to Thompson. Over Prince. Thompson, shot is off.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Here's Lillard, and it's blocked by Davis.
No surprise why AD has led the league in blocks before.
Here's Irving. Pass to Thompson. Davis with it. Here's the three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Inside, Gafford. The rebound by the Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Lopez with the steal. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And the Mavericks with possession here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Thompson. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Kuzma for three. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, "That's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night." We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Davis. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Gafford with the bucket.
Well, we've seen Davis expand his game. You can see it there with the playmaking.
And here are the Bucks now. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Irving looking around. On the wing, Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Davis. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard outside. Lopez, the screen. Lillard with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively. Here's Antetokounmpo. Tries again. Gafford grabs the miss.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And finished off by Davis.
And you can see the lower body strength from AD right there, able to take contact, get fouled, and still get the shot to go.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Trent from long range. First shot won't go.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Hey, yo, right here.
Left side, Davis. The kick out to Williams. From downtown, it's good on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And the shot goes.
Yeah, big effort from Porter down low. Getting past some contact into his shot.
Pass to Lively. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Lively's got his second basket.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Lillard outside. Trent outside. Out to Lillard. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Outside Davis. To the left side wing. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks ahead, leading by just 2. After this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Pass to Green. Down low. And here's Portis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Portis understands his role in this offense, including when to look to score inside.
Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, nice decision-making. Porter Jr. can drive or pass off the pick.
Pass to Williams. Over to the wing. Here's Marshall, guarded by Trent. Exum outside. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Portis, left side. And now the Mavs on the run. Here's Williams. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Mavericks substitution.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Pass to Porter. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Portis. Mavericks with a rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Gafford with the bucket. Gafford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
On the break. Here's Irving. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Anticipation and length makes Giannis a great shot blocker.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set where they're allowing him to settle in.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Irving with the drive. Rejected by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
They get it again. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Dinwiddie. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. Davis misses. Here's Prince. Lillard left side. Here's Prince. Lets it go from deep. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Now Dinwiddie. Giannis with the rebound. To the inside. And Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got his second basket of the game.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Again, the miss by Dallas. The Bucks leading by 3. To the middle. From 9 feet. Antetokounmpo. And he makes it on the layup.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Here's Davis to stop the run. Milwaukee with the rebound. There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter. It's stolen by Irving. Fast break. Here we go. Davis misses.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. And Giannis with the jam.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you can forget it.
Left side Davis. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, B.A., dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block, B.A.
Pass to Thompson. Deflects the pass. Back to Davis. Another shot. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. And here is Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. On the wing, Kuzma. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Prince. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Irving. High post Davis. Out to Thompson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Pass to Gafford. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Antetokounmpo. Bam! Antetokounmpo has got 8 points.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Substitution on the court.
Mavericks trail by 9. Irving with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Offensive board. Second shot opportunity. Gafford with the bucket. Gafford's gotten 4 this quarter.
but he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people want it to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lively. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks leading by 7. Pass to Lopez. Off with the layup. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Gafford with the bucket.
And good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And the Bucks making a change here. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Lillard. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line break.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Gafford.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Lively. Outside Irving. Five to shoot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Kyrie does a great job of using the shot fake, really sells it that time, and then goes straight at contact.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go, and in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Maverick substitution. Christie.
The Bucks leading by 7. The 3 from Prince. Sinks the tray. Prince has got 6 points.
But when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
Rejected by Lopez. Pass to Prince. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Here's Christie. Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Antetokounmpo, right side. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Mavericks trail by 12. Pass to Lively. Williams in the post. Now here's Lively. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Kevin Porter. Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first one falls. And Lively drops them both. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Here's Livingston. Pass to Trent. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Bucks lead by 12.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Lillard with the ball. He's got 5. Pass to Trent. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 10-point game. And it's Washington missing. And Milwaukee has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Yeah, if there's one drawback to Bobby Portis in his game is that emotionally you just want him to box that in at times. But that passion, man, sometimes it'll really get your teammates going.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
Unusual for him. He'd been in a groove from the line.
Pass to Davis. Looking to end this cold spell. No good on the shot. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Milwaukee out in front, up 10. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Mavericks trail by 10. Outside Irving. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Trent. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, Brent, he doesn't give you much inside the arc, but Trent Jr. is a sniper from deep.
Yeah, and Gary Trent Jr. knows exactly why he's on the floor, and that's to shoot the basketball. So continue to move, find open areas, wait for the ball, and then let it rip.
And Dallas with possession. They trail by 11. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Love the aggressive play right there from Kyrie when he gets into the paint. Determined to score, but for sure get contact.
Both free throws good from Irving. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside, Green to the paint. It's stolen away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Davis. Ooh, look at Davis hustling up court.
We tend to forget that AD started out as a point guard when he was in high school, showing off his speed and ability in the open court on that break.
Portis for 3. Counted from distance. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And he drops him first.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
And he makes both free throws.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Inside. Stolen by Gafford. Up top, Davis. AD beasting down low.
Good spot where Davis can operate. He has the ability to dominate down low.
Portis' screen. Down low. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Second team foul.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And that one misses. And over the last half decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best six-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
Irving, that's good.
He's such a gifted finisher. Once Kyrie gets inside, he knows he's got you where he wants you.
Portis a screen to the inside. And stolen by Irving. Here's Davis. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Here's Trent. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Irving up top. Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
And Allie, thank you for that. And Davis has got the ball here for Dallas. 4-point game. Pass to Marshall. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. They get it again. Davis making the defense pay.
Well, AD defining the word clutch on that one. Huge shot there.
And stolen by Irving. To tie it up. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home. And that's a double-double for him now.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grab, these second-chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters. Well, the bigger the possession, the more engaged Taurean Prince is. Wow.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Davis. To the paint. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Here's Prince. Back to Lillard. And here's Lopez. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Antetokounmpo with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Antetokounmpo inside. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor. And it's Gafford driving in. And the dunk by Gafford.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Here's Lillard. Gafford with the block. Pass to Irving. To the middle. Here's Davis. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Davis has got 10 points here in the second half. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded by Irving. Lopez, the screen. And Lillard, here we go. Goes back up. Crafty move. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside. Forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. .58 seconds left to play in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Irving. Antetokounmpo with the block. Lillard left side. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Lopez. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer. Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And they go to the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. That's off as well, so he misses both. It's Prince on the wing. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, it falls!
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And sometimes not just where the coach draws up, but who he has
Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this win sealed.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Here's Irving. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks, pulling it out for the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.A., they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Alex.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Dallas Mavericks come in for this one. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Gafford misses.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smits, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Count that one.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. The coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thanks, David.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Irving surveying the floor. And he gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Halliburton. Safety move. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Pass to Irving. And stolen by Siakam. Halliburton with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Davis. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. You say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Davis hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Creating separation using the bounce. That's a skill that AD's developed over the years.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Halliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the charts. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
Shoots from the right block. Pacers with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Indiana moving it around. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Davis sets a screen. Gafford, no one around him. Clock at 6. They swipe it. And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And Davis sends it back.
His great blend really helps AD defensively.
Dallas making a switch here. Mavericks on D. They trail by 1. screen by Siakam. Mathurin attacking, and he comes up with the deuce.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Inside, Marshall. Here's Lively, and he banks in the layup.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Siakam outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Pacers getting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has, coupled with his production and his maturity. Boy, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
There's a screen by Toppin. Rebound by Marshall. The Mavericks trailing. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking me in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. Here's Lively, following the score by Indiana. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Mathurin, and the shot goes in. Mathurin's got 5 points so far.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Now, here's Exum. No scoring in this one. Lively's shot is off. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
The Pacers making a switch here. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Dinwiddie can hit defenders with floaters and a lot more. He's got a full arsenal and showing you that offensive creativity there.
Here's Halliburton. And Lively pulls it down. Dinwiddie for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers lead by 4. And the second quarter about 10. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Boy, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the 3. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Irving can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Halliburton. And Davis sends it back. Irving attacking. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Halliburton. And Davis sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here's Halliburton. 5 points in the game. Fires to the hoop. And Davis sends it back. Thompson surveying the floor. Outside Irving. To the inside. Here's Davis. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Toppin.
It's clear that Davis loves to put on the show for the fans, and putting on the show is exactly what he's doing.
Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. There's a screen by Toppin. Halliburton, that's good. Halliburton's got 7 points.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
On the wing, Irving. Pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Halliburton outside. Going inside. Halliburton on the wing. There's a screen by Toppin. 4 on the shot clock. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Fast break. Here they come. Outside, Davis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Indiana leading. Right side, Mathurin. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Toppin, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
Now Davis. He's got 5. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mavericks making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers Clark maxed out at that end of the floor.
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Pass to Hardy. Thompson outside. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Davis. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Indiana with it. Siakam outside. Turner with the screen. The Mavericks pull it in. 1:21 left in the first half. And finished off by Lively.
Anthony Davis, clearly a team-first guy. He's got special talent, but he's not afraid to share the ball either.
Pass to Nembhard. And here is Neesmith. Now Turner. Can they get it? That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. Here's Hardy. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
for 3.
Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Into the lane. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-4 run. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Lively. Back to Thompson. Pass to Lively. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lively's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Dallas, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break, and then back to the action here. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 6-point game. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Halliburton hits them both. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton with the steal. Here's Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Halliburton does a nice job jumping into the passing lane for steals. A very dependable defender.
And it's Davis missing. Indiana trailing here. Pass to Halliburton. Siakam outside. For the tie. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Dallas to the paint. Davis. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Halliburton outside. Pass to Turner. And it's all evened up. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Turner doing a nice job setting himself up for a shot off that pick and roll.
Irving up top. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Turner with the screen. Down low. And Davis sends it back. Outside Irving. And Cameron throws it down.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Pacers trail by 4. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
To the middle. A jump hook. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8.
He has come through in a big way at the foul line in this game.
Taking advantage of every single one of those free throw opportunities. And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Both teams will make substitutions. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now, here's Siakam. On the wing, Mathurin. Good on the triple. Mathurin's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Pass to Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 5. And there's the drive. Exum's shot is off. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Top of the key, Siakam. Stolen by Washington. Here's Exum. 2 points. That one goes. Exum's got his first basket. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Siakam outside. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his third foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
To the inside. Out to Turner for the lead. A rebound by Washington.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
1:51 left to play here in the third. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9", and 7-foot guys. Special.
They retain possession. And they recover it. Indiana again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here is Gafford. 8 points for him. Washington with it. Shoots over Turner. And it's Washington missing.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's Siakam. And the rejection by Gafford. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Siakam misses. Mavericks leading by 4. Pass to Lively. It's rebounded by Indiana. Stolen by Washington. Over in the corner, Williams. And stolen by McConnell.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give them a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
3 quarters of play in a close game. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Mavericks leading. Here's Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Great positioning on the putback. Washington's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Gafford. On the wing, Irving. Shot clock at 6. And Gafford throws it down.
Hey, when Irving is creating for others, he's even more difficult to slow down.
Bounce pass from McConnell. Hopping with it. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Sideline reporter David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Halliburton. Driving to the basket. Walker. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 6. To the paint. And finished off by Davis.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis can put on the show in there.
Here's Halliburton. Drops in the layup for 2. Halliburton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside Irving. Pass to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now Nembhard. And a wide open look from Mathurin. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now just a 3-point Maverick lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
You know, for Irving, he's made an effort, a conscious effort to get to the line more, and for good reason. I mean, he's a really good foul shooter.
And he makes both free throws. Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. and they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
And he sinks the second. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Nesmith. Now Nembhard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Turner with the screen. Here's Nesmith. Count it.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Siakam outside. And Nembhard has it in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Siakam looking around. Pass to Turner. And Siakam has it in the corner. Fades and shoots. And again, it's Indiana.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Halliburton. It's good. This game is all even. Halliburton's got 9 points here in the second half. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Pacers?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
.33 left in the fourth. Pass to Davis. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Inside. And Turner throws it down.
Proving he has the clutch DNA. Love seeing Turner up his game during these big possessions.
To the middle.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. No reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. To Siakam. Pass to Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Man, excellent patience from Turner close to the basket there. I mean, forced the defense to get a little handsy with him in the paint.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now, here's Halliburton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Halliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance pretty consistently.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
He
ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Dallas calls timeout. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Turner with the steal. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And you know what? Smart foul.
Slamming haters like Onyx, lunatics to the day I died. I run more game than the Bulls and Sonics. Going down, down, baby. Street in the rain. Come on. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, go. Listen to it loud. That's it to me now. Going down, down, baby. Street in the rain. Baby. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, go. Listen to it loud. You say pretty boys ain't be wild. Okay, corralled in us, fouled in us, running the club and busting the crowd in. How then? Ask me again, and it's going down in. Now then, come to the circus and watch me clowning, pounding. What you be giving when I'm around and frowning, talking when I leave the town in. See now, can you come out to play now? Hey, I'm ready to any day now. Play by my rules, smooth, and you gon' stay. Hey, I answer your 3rd question like hey, I say hi to my left in the St. Louis to Memphis, from Texas back up to Indiana, Chi-Town, KC, Motown to Alabama, LA, New York Yankee to Hotland, Louisiana, getting paid up.
It's the home of the Heat here in Miami as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Pass to Thompson. Dallas moving it around. Back to Davis. From past the arc. And Ware pulls it down.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Count that one.
And making the most of that inside opening. It's almost too easy for Kyrie.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Davis up top. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And it's Miami's ball. Has to Ware. So here's Burks. Just 5 on the clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. They get the rebound. Tries again. And Adebayo with a nice bucket inside.
Just doesn't feel like Bam Adebayo is 6'9". He covers so much ground.
Pass to Davis. Pulls up on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hero with it. And here's Adebayo. Gafford with the steal. Down low. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Oh, size and strength, and then the length of AD getting up to jam it.
Here's Burks. The Mavericks pull it in. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
Now here is Davis. After Tyler Hero's miss. Gafford inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, great to see Kyrie Irving getting after it on the defensive end, showing how quick those hands can be, not with the ball handling, but knocking the ball away.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Pass to Ware. Now here's Adebayo. There's the pick. And there's the drive. Hero on the wing. There's the triple. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks leading by 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. But I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Now, here's Irving. Following the shot by Alec Burks. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Now, here is Irving. He takes it in. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat trailed by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Lively. Now, here's Thompson. And stolen by Wiggins. 3-on-3. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo the screen. Back to Wiggins. Shoots over Washington. And it's Wiggins missing. Mavericks leading by 3. And here's Irving. Clock at 6. Here's Davis. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And a miss there on the triple. At the end of one, a closely contested game. So far, the Mavericks on top, up 3. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Now, here's Gafford. It's hauled in by Hero. The Heat trail by 3. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Heat lead by 1.
Kevin Love all about positioning in there, battling and finding some space, keeping the play alive with that kind of activity.
To the paint. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Marshall gets the bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
It's a pick by Love. And the dunk by Love.
Intelligent play there by Hero. Upsets the defense and then hands it off for the assist.
Here's Gafford. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Love, no good. The Mavericks leading. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Gafford throws it down.
Timeout. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, Hero. He has yet to score. Anderson in the post. Pass to Burks. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. Burks has got the game tied up here for the Heat.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Gafford. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Burks. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
For Dallas, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Mavericks making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the defense kind of forced that tricky play from Hero. He still gets the shot off while being fouled.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Dinwiddie, left side. Pass to Lively. Over in the corner, Marshall. Clock is at 3. Over Anderson. Dallas, no good that time either. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass.
I wish Kyrie sometimes would just dribble out the 24-second shot clock. It's so fun to watch him on the handle.
Here's Burks. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The Heat have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Mavericks trail to the inside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Let's hear it for you.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. Pass to Ware. Robinson down low. Nothing on the board. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The hustle from Duncan there, outworking the defense. And he found his shot.
Here's Irving. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat with the lead. Now Burks. Good ball movement here by Miami. Now Adebayo. Wiggins off with the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Second chance effort. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. Dallas making a switch here. Good on both. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Outside Irving. That one falls. Irving's got 4 this quarter. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. with the drive. Ware, good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
To the middle and finished off by Davis.
Oh, a big man with a big finish.
The Heat trailed by 3. Pass to Ware. And here is Mitchell. He's covered by Irving. Mitchell outside. Adebayo the screen. Inside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 6. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
How about the instincts defensively? AD, skilled at understanding when to go after and use those arms to get steals.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Thompson after Alec Burks has scored. Pass to Hardy. Clock at 4. Shoots over Hero. Off the left rim and out. Miami trailing. Driving inside. And Davis sends it back.
An impactful defensive presence. AD is outstanding at coming up with blocks.
It's stolen. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Hardy. Look at that.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Pump fake is so devastating, especially for a great offensive weapon like Wiggins.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Washington. Six to shoot, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Mavericks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys.
It's T-shirt time!
Mavericks making a switch here.
Daniel Gafford. Williams.
Outside for Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Davis doing his thing inside.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Here's Thompson following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Here's Williams, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. The first free throw is good. And Williams drops them both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Ware. And Davis sends it back. Outside Williams. Thompson in the corner. Burks with the steal. To the paint. Here's Ware. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Ware. He's got 6. Adebayo with the ball. 4 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got 10 points.
And these are the kind of plays where Bam Adebayo has a chance to show off all of those skills.
Outside, Davis. Thompson outside. Dallas moving it around. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Totally reactionary, not even thinking about it. Klay Thompson playing with some confidence.
Pass to Burks. To the inside. Ware. Rebounded by Gafford. The Mavericks leading. To the middle. Here's Washington. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Washington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about Klay Thompson? He's just so consistent on a nightly basis on both ends of the floor, and he's learned how to share the ball.
Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Davis. Gafford trying to break free. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Heat. Burks on the wing. He's got 8. Stolen by Washington. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Several teams changing it up here. Irving looking for an opening. To the right side. Back to Lively. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Lively's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And here's Adebayo outside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Too much to worry about with Bam when he's in the post and on the elbow making plays. And now he's making threes? Wow.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mitchell. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 3. And will be...
The Mavericks, 42. Here we go.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 3. Down low. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively.
Out of the game, number 24.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Larson. Back to Robinson. Shoots over Lively. That's short off the rim. Mavericks leading by 3 to the middle. The layup missed. And so here is Miami. And here is Hero. Inside. Dinwiddie with the steal. Robinson down low. It's good. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. It's hauled in by Hero. Here's Heisman. Right side Robinson to take the lead. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And I think a couple people in the front row went for that pump fake from Robinson.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Goes back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I like watching AD going at the defense and trying to impose some of that physicality from him to them.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Miami trailing. Pass to Highsmith. They set the pick. And he banks in the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside Irving. Rebound by the Heat. And it's the Heat on the break. Heat moving the ball around. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Burks in the corner. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
To the inside. Where? Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Tyler Hero with another great look, just understanding where his teammates are.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Pass to Davis. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Adebayo. Left side, Hero. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's Washington. That's tipped. Outside, Hero. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Pass to Ware. Back to Burks. To take the lead. And the rejection by Gafford. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
24-second violation.
Now the Mavericks with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. And it's blocked. Outside Davis. Pass to Washington. Takes a three. And Ware pulls it down. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. .130 left in the game. Here's Davis. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Awesome job by AD to get the ball in a favorable spot. That's most anywhere, but comes up big with that
Daniel Gafford.
basket.
First personal foul.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. So he comes up empty, missing both. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2. Up and in on the layup.
And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Wiggins from outside. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Irving double team. Pass to Gafford. Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
On deep, Adebayo. A rebound by Washington. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Can't get the three to fall. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they foul intentionally.
Third team foul.
It's the first that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So what do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
There's Hero with the... Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes! Yes!
Guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivers.
Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now Irving. Here's Lively. Left side Irving. Back to Lively. Clock at 6. The shot by Thompson, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those really every time.
Here's Hero to take the lead, and Lively pulls it down. Thompson outside, pass to Lively. Left side Davis. Thompson outside, 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
To the paint. Here's Ware. And here's Adebayo outside. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Stolen by Wiggins. Here's Hero. And he goes in for the dunk.
And Tyler's got to love that when he has a chance to rise up.
Here's Irving. It's Davis on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Gallus, no good that time either.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Back to Wiggins. From outside the arc. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 5. Outside Irving. Back to Thompson. The 3. Great D that time from Hero. And it's Miami's ball. A 3-pointer. Wiggins. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. 51 seconds left in the first overtime.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of